stop scrolling right now, because the American Lincoln penny sitting in your pocket, drawer, or old coin jar could be worth a shocking amount of money today. What looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin might actually be a hidden treasure collectors are desperately searching for. In this video, we're revealing the rare secrets, unbelievable value, and millionaire-making potential of the USA Lincoln cent. Stay until the end, because the next penny you check could change your life overnight. Let's get started. First up in the imagine discovering that an ordinary-looking 1979 United States Abraham Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark could be hiding extraordinary collector interest and surprising value in today's market. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny, but to coin enthusiasts, every detail matters. The date, the surface quality, the strike sharpness, the color, and whether it has unusual minting characteristics that set it apart from millions of others. The 1979 Lincoln cent continues one of the most beloved coin series in American history, originally introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Its obverse was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose famous right-facing portrait of Lincoln became one of the most recognizable images ever placed on U.S. currency. Above Lincoln appears the powerful national motto, "In God We Trust," while liberty and the date complete the timeless design. Coins with no mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, and many collectors search these examples carefully because exceptional preserved pieces, rare die varieties, and dramatic errors can command attention far beyond face value. That means the real treasure may not be in the date alone, but in finding the right coin in remarkable condition. Turn the coin over, and you see the historic reverse designed by Frank Gasparro, featuring the Lincoln Memorial with the denomination 1 cent boldly displayed, along with United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. This reverse design became iconic because it symbolized national unity and respect for one of America's greatest presidents, who served as the 16th President of the United States from 1861 to 1865. The 1979 issue was produced in large numbers, yet that does not eliminate opportunity, because collectors do not simply chase common examples. They pursue the finest known survivors, blazing red uncirculated coins, sharply struck specimens, and especially pieces with dramatic mint errors such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, or wrong planchet strikes. These are the kinds of discoveries that can ignite bidding wars. A normal circulated coin may be modest in value, but a certified top-grade specimen or a spectacular mint error can rise dramatically, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. That is why so many treasure hunters still inspect jars, rolls, estate collections, and forgotten boxes of cents, hoping to uncover the hidden standout that everyone else missed. For collectors and investors, the secret is patience, knowledge, and condition. Always check for strong luster, minimal marks, original red color, and crisp details on Lincoln's portrait and the memorial lines. Professional grading and certification can transform a coin's market appeal because buyers trust authenticated quality. Joining coin communities, following auctions, and studying grading standards can help you recognize when a simple penny becomes a premium collectible. The 1979 Lincoln cent also carries cultural power. It represents everyday American life, national history, and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Around the world, collectors admire this series because it combines affordability, nostalgia, and the thrilling possibility of rare discoveries. While not every 1979 no mint mark cent is a fortune, the finest examples and genuine error coins can reward sharp-eyed owners handsomely, and values for elite pieces often grow over time as demand increases. So before you ignore that old penny in your pocket, remember this: sometimes the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise, and the next great find could already be in your hands. The 1979 Lincoln Memorial cent, so fascinating, is that millions were produced, yet only a tiny fraction survive in truly elite condition. Most examples entered circulation immediately, passing through stores, banks, vending machines, and everyday pockets where scratches, dull surfaces, and wear reduced their collector quality. But a coin preserved from the moment it was struck, kept safe in rolls, albums, or sealed collections, can become something entirely different. Advanced collectors compete fiercely for coins graded at the highest levels because once a coin reaches near-perfect preservation, it becomes far rarer than its mintage numbers suggest. A blazing red 1979 no mint mark cent with full original mint luster, clean surfaces, and razor-sharp detail can stand above millions of ordinary pieces. In the coin world, rarity is not only about low production, it is also about survival, condition, and eye appeal. That is why some cents that once bought almost nothing now generate serious excitement whenever premium certified examples appear on the market. Another powerful reason collectors chase this coin is the possibility of mint errors and unusual varieties. During the minting process, even small mechanical issues can create coins that become legendary among specialists. A double die may show extra thickness in letters or numbers. An off-center strike can leave part of the design missing, while broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and cut errors all add dramatic uniqueness. Because the 1979 Lincoln cent was struck in huge quantities, hidden varieties can still be discovered years later by attentive searchers. Many collectors use magnifiers or microscopes to inspect each coin closely, knowing that one unusual detail can completely change its value. Some error coins sell for modest premiums, while stronger and visually striking examples can command much higher prices. This constant chance of discovery keeps the 1979 no mint mark cent exciting, proving that treasure hunting is still alive in the modern coin market. If you own rolls or jars of old pennies, now may be the perfect time to search carefully. Separate coins with bright red color, sharp rims, strong lettering, and minimal contact marks. Look closely at the date 1979, the word Liberty, and Lincoln's portrait for doubling or unusual strike characteristics. Examine the reverse for strong columns on the memorial and clear lettering in 1 cent and United States of America. Store promising finds safely in holders, avoid cleaning them, and consider professional grading for the best examples. Cleaning can permanently damage surfaces and reduce collector demand, while untouched original coins are highly respected. Many valuable finds were once dismissed as common change, only to become prized pieces later when properly identified. The difference between an average coin and a premium collectible often comes down to careful preservation and expert recognition. Beyond money, the 1979 Lincoln Memorial Cent remains a symbol of history, resilience, and the everyday American story. It connects generations who use these coins daily and reminds collectors of a time when the humble penny carried immense purchasing power and national pride. Abraham Lincoln's image gives the coin emotional and historical weight, while the Lincoln Memorial reverse adds architectural grandeur recognized worldwide. International collectors often seek Lincoln cents because they represent one of the longest-running and most iconic coin designs in modern numismatics. As more top-quality examples disappear into permanent collections, the remaining finest pieces may become even more desirable in the future. That is why many enthusiasts see the 1979 no mint mark cent not merely as pocket change, but as a miniature historical artifact with growing long-term appeal. In the world of coin collecting, even a single cent can tell a priceless story, and sometimes reward those who believed in it early. Next up, imagine reaching into an old jar of pennies and discovering that one humble 1966 United States Abraham Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, with no mint mark, could transform an ordinary day into a collector's dream. Welcome back, because today we are diving into one of the most talked about Lincoln cents in American coin collecting history, a coin millions have seen, but few have truly examined. First issued during a fascinating era of American history, the 1966 cent carries the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, facing right beside the legendary motto, "In God We Trust," with liberty and the date completing one of the most recognizable designs ever placed on circulating money. This iconic portrait was created by Victor David Brenner, whose work first appeared on the cent in 1909, while the reverse featuring the majestic Lincoln Memorial was designed by Frank Gasparro, giving the coin a patriotic and architectural beauty admired worldwide. Although 1966 cents were struck in huge numbers, collectors know that extraordinary examples with blazing original color, sharp strike details, and rare minting errors can command surprising premiums, especially when preserved in exceptional certified condition. That means the difference between a common penny and a remarkable one can be the difference between pocket change and serious money. Now let's talk about why the 1966 no-mint mark penny creates so much excitement. During this period, U.S. cents from the Philadelphia Mint often carried no mint mark, making this feature normal for the issue. But what separates valuable coins from ordinary ones is condition, eye appeal, and the presence of scarce mint errors. A sharply struck specimen with full detail in Lincoln's hair, crisp lettering, smooth surfaces, and rich red luster can become highly desirable, especially when graded by respected third-party services such as PCGS or NGC. Collectors also search intensely for dramatic varieties including off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. These special error pieces can sell for hundreds, thousands, and in rare headline-grabbing cases, truly spectacular examples of Lincoln cents from this era have reached major auction attention. If you own a 1966 cent, examine the coin carefully under magnification. Look for doubling in the date or lettering, unusual weight, strange color, missing design elements, or strong strike anomalies. Even a small detail can mean a major jump in value. Smart collectors protect their coins and holders, avoid cleaning them, learn grading standards, and join online communities or local coin clubs where discoveries are shared every day. Beyond price, the 1966 Lincoln cent represents something much bigger, a powerful symbol of American heritage, resilience, and everyday history passing through millions of hands. It carries Lincoln's legacy, the image of the memorial honoring national unity, and the nostalgia of a time when a penny still held meaningful buying power. International collectors also admire Lincoln cents because they are among the most recognized coins on Earth, making top-grade pieces attractive far beyond the United States. While most 1966 cents are modestly priced, elite examples and rare errors continue to appreciate as more collectors compete for the finest surviving coins. That is why searching rolls, jars, estate boxes, and forgotten collections remains so exciting, because one outstanding coin can still surprise the market. So before you spend your next penny, look closely at the date 1966. The coin in your hand may not just be change. It could be a collectible treasure with lasting demand, growing historical importance, and the potential to reward the sharp-eyed collector who recognized its hidden value first. Many collectors underestimate the power of the 1966 no-mint mark Lincoln Memorial cent, but seasoned numismatists know that hidden gems often come from the most ordinary years. Because billions of pennies circulated heavily during the 1960s, locating one today with untouched surfaces, brilliant original red color, and razor-sharp details is far more difficult than most people realize. Time, moisture, scratches, and careless handling destroyed the quality of countless examples, which means surviving premium-grade coins now attract intense attention whenever they appear. A coin that looks common at first glance can suddenly become extraordinary when professionally graded at the highest levels. That is why collectors constantly search pocket change, inherited jars, and bankrolls hoping to uncover a 1966 cent preserved like it just left the mint. In the world of coin collecting, condition creates rarity, and rarity creates demand. Another reason this coin continues to fascinate viewers and collectors alike is the possibility of dramatic minting errors. During mass production, machinery sometimes created coins with doubled lettering, misaligned strikes, clipped edges, broad strikes, die breaks, or partially missing details. These unusual mistakes turn an everyday penny into a conversation piece that collectors are willing to pay serious money for. Imagine finding a 1966 cent where the date appears doubled or the rim is visibly off-center. Suddenly, that tiny copper coin becomes a prized collectible. Error coins are especially popular because no two are exactly alike, giving owners something truly special. This element of surprise keeps the hunt alive, and it is why so many people carefully inspect every old penny they find. The design itself also adds to the lasting prestige of the 1966 Lincoln cent. On the obverse, Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains one of the most respected coin portraits in U.S. history, symbolizing leadership, sacrifice, and unity. Lincoln's calm right-facing profile beside "I in God We Trust" and "Liberty" gives the coin a dignified appearance despite its small size. On the reverse, Frank Gasparro's detailed Lincoln Memorial became an instant classic, and for many years, it was one of the few circulating coins to feature a real national monument. Collectors love the challenge of finding examples where the memorial lines are crisp and fully struck, with sharp columns and clear lettering. These design details separate average coins from premium specimens that command much stronger prices. For anyone hoping to profit from a 1966 penny, patience and knowledge are essential. Never clean the coin, because even gentle polishing can destroy natural surfaces and reduce collector value dramatically. Instead, store it safely in a holder, compare it with grading guides, and consider professional certification if it appears unusually sharp or contains a visible error. Certified coins often sell for more because buyers trust the assigned grade and authenticity. Many successful collectors also join online forums, attend coin shows, and follow auction results to understand current market trends. The more informed you become, the better your chances of recognizing a valuable coin before anyone else does. In the long run, the 1966 no-mint mark Lincoln cent remains more than just a penny. It is a small piece of American history with growing collector interest and enduring global appeal. Every year, more people begin searching for classic Lincoln cents, while the number of high-grade surviving examples becomes smaller and harder to find. That combination can drive appreciation over time, especially for coins with outstanding quality or rare mint errors. So the next time you hear pennies rattling in a drawer, remember that one of them could carry the famous date 1966 and hold surprising value. Sometimes the greatest treasures are not made of gold or silver. They are hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to look closely. Next up, the 1972 United States Abraham Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with the famous Denver D mint mark. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary copper coin, but hidden inside certain examples of this date are details, conditions, and minting anomalies that can transform a single cent into a headline-making collectible worth astonishing money in today's market. First introduced in the Lincoln cent series that began in 1909, the memorial reverse design used on the 1972 D was created by Frank Gasparro, while the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse was designed by Victor David Brenner. The front displays the dignified image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States from 1861 to 1865, facing right, accompanied by the national motto and inscriptions that have become iconic to generations of Americans. Turn the coin over, and you see the majestic Lincoln Memorial framed by United States of America and 1 cent spelled out in full, a design that made this series instantly recognizable worldwide. For many collectors, the 1972 D represents more than pocket change. It is a symbol of everyday history that may still be hiding in jars, drawers, and old family collections waiting to be discovered. What makes the 1972 D Lincoln Memorial cent so exciting is that while millions were struck, only a tiny fraction survived in premium condition, and even fewer displayed dramatic minting errors or elite-grade surfaces that ignite bidding wars. In circulated grades, the coin is collectible, but in sharp, very fine, extremely fine, and especially blazing mint state examples with full red luster, strong strike details, and minimal marks, demand rises fast. Add a rare die variety, off-center strike, double strike, clipped planchet, broad strike, or other production anomaly, and the value can leap dramatically. Certified specimens graded by respected services often attract serious investors because authentication removes doubt and confirms condition, two factors that dominate modern coin prices. Some top registry-grade examples of scarce condition census coins from the Lincoln cent series have reached remarkable prices, and the finest known 1972 D pieces with extraordinary eye appeal or unusual errors can generate intense competition. That is why experienced collectors inspect the date, mint mark, rim, lettering, Lincoln's cheek and jawline, and the memorial columns carefully under magnification. A coin that appears common to one person may look like a hidden gem to another, and that possibility keeps viewers watching, collectors searching, and dealers buying. If you own a 1972 D cent, this is where opportunity meets patience. Never clean the coin, never polish it, and always store it safely in a holder, because originality is power in numismatics. Learn grading standards, compare certified examples, join coin communities, study auction records, and understand how color designations such as brown, and full red can dramatically influence market value. The long-term appeal of the Lincoln cent is rooted in far more than money. It carries the image of one of America's greatest presidents, represents decades of commerce, and connects collectors across continents who admire U.S. coinage history. That international demand helps support steady interest year after year, especially for premium survivors from the copper era. So, is the 1972 D. Lincoln Memorial cent really one of the most exciting pennies to search for? Absolutely, because the right example, in the right grade, with the right rarity factor, can command huge money and turn one humble cent into a prize worth chasing. Before you spend your next penny, check the date, look for that D. mint mark, and remember, fortune in coin collecting often hides in the smallest places. The deeper story of the 1972 D. Lincoln Memorial cent begins at the Denver Mint, where millions of cents were struck during a period when America was experiencing economic change, growing collector interest, and a rising fascination with modern coin varieties. Every coin leaving the presses carried the proud D. mint mark, signaling its birthplace, and adding an extra layer of identity for collectors who build complete mint mark sets. While many of these cents entered circulation immediately and were spent on groceries, newspapers, and daily purchases, a select number escaped heavy wear and remained preserved in rolls, mint bags, and old savings jars. Those survivors are the coins that excite today's market, because untouched surfaces, glowing copper-red color, and razor-sharp details are becoming harder to locate every year. Time naturally reduces supply, and as more collectors search for high-grade examples, the competition for premium pieces continues to grow stronger. When examining the obverse, collectors often focus on the powerful portrait created by Victor David Brenner, showing Abraham Lincoln facing right with calm authority. The design may seem simple, yet every detail matters when value is involved. Strong hairlines above the ear, a crisp bow tie, clear jawline contours, and clean fields around the portrait can separate an average coin from a premium collectible. Even the lettering and motto placement can reveal strike quality and die state. On exceptional 1972 D examples, the surfaces still flash with original mint brilliance, giving the coin a fiery copper appearance that collectors call highly desirable. Coins with fewer contact marks, richer color, and balanced luster often rise dramatically in price once professionally graded, especially when they rank among the finest known survivors. Flip the coin over, and the reverse by Frank Gasparro tells another story of artistry and national pride. The Lincoln Memorial appears centered and majestic, surrounded by United States of America and 1 cent in full lettering. Sharp reverse detail is a major factor in premium values, especially when the columns of the memorial appear crisp and the lettering is fully struck. Many collectors love this reverse because it uniquely honored Lincoln twice on one coin, the president's portrait on the front and the monument dedicated to him on the back. On especially well-preserved 1972 D cents, this double tribute becomes visually stunning, making the coin more than currency. It becomes a miniature historical monument carried in a pocket. That emotional connection often increases buyer demand beyond simple metal value. Another reason the 1972 D cent remains so exciting is the endless possibility of mint errors and overlooked varieties. Error hunters inspect rolls searching for off-center strikes, doubled letters, die cracks, clipped planchets, repunched characteristics, and dramatic misalignments. While not every coin has one, the discovery of a genuine error can instantly transform an ordinary cent into a conversation piece worth many times face value. Some collectors spend years searching bank boxes and inherited collections because one lucky find can produce an extraordinary return. That thrill of discovery keeps the market active and gives even common date cents a sense of mystery. Every old penny could be the next surprise treasure hiding in plain sight. For investors and long-term collectors, the smartest strategy is patience, education, and quality over quantity. Focus on coins with strong eye appeal, original surfaces, and professional certification from respected grading companies. Study auction trends, compare grades carefully, and join coin communities where experienced collectors share discoveries and pricing insights. The 1972 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent carries global appeal because it combines American history, iconic design, affordability at entry level, and massive upside for elite examples. As interest in vintage copper coinage grows and top-condition coins become scarcer, values can continue climbing over time. That is why many collectors believe the humble 1972 D cent is not just spare change. It is a tiny bronze gateway to history, prestige, and potentially remarkable wealth.